Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I'm going to be going over your weekly preview for the week of October 16th, 2023. I Scream, new epic troop I Stalker. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Tower of Doom, defeat Dooms and gain points for your guild. Build a team from a color green and search for the Dooms. Tower closing in 6 days and 21 hours. I have a video on that. I'll link it at the end of this. It has 3 teams, high, mid, and low. Midnight Countdown. The campaign has started. You rewards every week. Don't miss out. 62 days left on that. Week of Mist of Scales. All Mist of Scales troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Elementals. All Elementals gain 10% to their skills. Bonus gold. Use Eye Stalker in PvP and Explore to gain 400 gold. Let's check out the Soulforge. See what's in there. What can I recommend? Can I put them in some sort of order? Let's go. Troops. What are the Mythics? We have the Colossus, Medusa, Shade of Zorn, and Ketris the Bull. So first thing you can do is take Shade of Zorn and throw it in the toilet. It's one of the worst Mythics in the entire game, so we'll put him in last place. We got Ketris, who used to be good, Colossus and Medusa, who are mid. So Ketris is probably the best thing here. I can't remember if he actually made it on my top 20 Mythics or not. I think he just fell short, and that's how much he has fallen. He might be the #1 Mythic in the game that has fallen the most, other than, like, Ferris Ra. I should probably make a video on that. Now you'll see it from... Never mind. Ketris the Bull. 22, green, red, brown, wild plains, divine Taurus. Nobody should ever take my ideas. They always fly under the radar and don't go anywhere, so never steal my ideas. Deal splash damage to an enemy boosted by my attack, life, and armor. Yeah, he used to be, like, just one of the best scalable Mythics in the entire game. You could boost him up by using, like, Yasmin's Pride, I think. Yasmin's something, one of the weapons. Yasmin's Pride, I think. And, boost him up and then shoot him on 2, and then he's like a really souped-up gargoyle. He's still pretty good. He's not bad or anything. He's above average. He's a B- or something like that, tier Mythic. Maybe a B tier Mythic. But he's just like, is he in the top 20? He probably not anymore. There's so many things in the game that are awesome now. But it's the best one here out of these 4. Medusa and Colossus. Medusa is sort of new, and so is the Colossus. But Medusa was a pay Mythic from the campaign. 24 yellow, purple, brown, Mist of Scales, Naga monster. Deal true damage to an enemy boosted by stone blocks and convert 8 gems of one of their mana colors to stone blocks. Curse and stun a random enemy and matching 4 or more gems. I think that's the only reason I would even put it in second place, because of that stone curse 3rd trait. But you can also get it with the Vent keys right now, I'm pretty sure, because I think it's a Mist of Scales week. The Colossus is a defensive Mythic. Those are never really worth going all in on. From Hellcrag. 24 blue, green, brown, construct. Destroy a 5x5 circle. Gain armor and life boosted by all gargoyle gems destroyed. Stone skin. And create good gargoyle gems. 50% chance. Not great. And then Shade of Zorn is the worst Mythic. It's one of the worst in the entire game. Bottom 5. 24 blue, red, purple, Groshnock, Undead Orc. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by red allies and skulls. If the enemy dies, summon 2 Fists of Zorn. No traits. So crappy damage and no traits. Alright, yeah, so the Mythics, Ketris is above the rest, but not a top 20, so you should probably keep saving. But if you're going to craft one of them, craft Ketris. And, yeah. We got Krug the Dread, Glitterclaw, Gruz, and Queen Moonclaw for the legendaries. Pretty crappy. I don't even know if I could even put these in order. They're so crappy, and not even crap. They're just like below average. That I don't even know what to do. Let's go with this first. Krug the Dread from Groshnock. 15 green, red, Daemon monster. Deal damage to the last 2 enemies. If there are 13 or more red gems, summon a random Daemon. 5% chance to devour on skull damage and impervious. Very average legendary, maybe a slightly above average. Glitterclaw would be next. 14 blue, green, Bright Force, Fey Dragon. Deal damage to a random enemy. Transform all blue gems to green to boost the effect. Fair fire all enemies. This one might actually be the best, but I don't know. I just like the Krug the Dread. 55% chance to devour on skull damage is kind of funny sometimes. But yeah, I mean, If I had gun to my head, I guess Glitter Claw, then Krug the Dread, maybe. Gruz the Undefeated and Queen Moonclaw. Queen Moonclaw's probably next. 16 green, purple, Wild Plains, Wargear, Mystic. Create 9 skulls boosted by green allies and enemies. Summon a random knoll. So pretty much need all green to make this work. And then last is Gruz. 14 green, red, Darkstone, Human. Deal damage to an enemy, curse them, and inflict 2 to 4 stacks of bleed. Not great. None of them are terrible, but, yeah. We're right on the middle. We're right on the average line, and a couple of them are below average, and a couple are, like, above average. So not worth really crafting. What? Medusa's Ring. What is this? I guess this is available for the first time ever. I'm probably going to craft it. I'm going to look and make sure it's not available elsewhere. I'm pretty sure, though. I'm going to go ahead and craft it. Pretty sure that's the first time that's been available, Medusa's Ring. So, watching a free-to-play channel, you get to hear little nuggets like this and see things like this where something's available for the first time. I bet you no one else said that. Medusa's Ring is available for the first time. If you are looking for it and you didn't get it in a campaign or something. Doomed Loop is the Tower of Doom weapon. I would rather you get it in the event than here. Mirror Shield. Now, like any other week, you might have some weapons that can be used for the events this week, so make sure you, if you want to spend 300 diamonds to have a weapon that actually works for some of the events. Could explode red gems, grant a random stat effect to all Naga allies, and summon a Naga troop. Mist of Scales, there's a lot of Naga. Dagger of Scales, nothing good there. Medusa's Tome is blue and red for each Mist of Scales ally, plus some damage. Cobra's Curse is red and green for each Naga, and some damage. So yeah, one of those three. If you're gonna pick, I'd build all your teams and then look at all these weapons and maybe pick one of them. But Cobra's Curse, Medusa's Tome, and Scaleguard Protector would be the three to look at. And base it on like which color, like build your team and then see, okay, is blue and purple fitting good on there? Is it blocking? Yes or no? Is yellow and green fitting on this team? Is it blocking? Do I need red and blue? Do I have all Mist of Scales? Yes or no? And then Cobra's Curse. Green and brown. Is my team like... Is that blocking anything on my team that I need it not to block? And red and green, is that good for Nagas? You just got to kind of think and pick the one that works for you the best for the most teams. Or you can craft them all if you need them all. I don't know. Collection purposes. But that's the Soulforge. Very ho-hum. Back in the day, Ketris coming around would have been an event and everybody would have been celebrating, but no longer is that the case. It's still a really solid mythic, but not one you actually like sort of seek out and look for anymore in the Soulforge. The Medusa's Ring available for the first time and some other weapons you can use for the event, but other than that, nothing really going on in the Soulforge. Ketris, Medusa's Ring, weapons for this week, these events that you'll never use again. Well, you may use them again, but not for a while. Alright, let's take a look at the Tower of Doom real quick. Ultimate Doom of Nature. Climb the tower with a colored team green and face the Ultimate Doom. Use green troops in battles. We have the event weapon, Doomed Loop. Earns ×2 score in this event only. That just means you have to use it while you're killing the Doom, but most people just use it the entire time because it's kind of stupid. And, not stupid, but it's kind of... The game is stupid for making you switch back and forth. You know what I mean? It's kind of annoying to switch back and forth. So most people just use the Doomed Loop and then make a 3-person team. But it gives 2 magic to all allies, plus 1 per tempering level. Give 47 armor to green allies. If the enemy has a Doom, gain 10 attack. It's actually kind of useful this week because you can use stuff like Rowan. And you can give armor to Rowan. You can give magic to Todd. You can, it's okay. It's not the best thing ever. I would obviously rather use anything else except for that. But forcing us to use it, at least it's actually kind of competent. As far as Tower of Doom goes, what you're going to look for. Your scout is going to tell you where to go. Every room costs a sigil. So you need to make sure you're only going into certain rooms, like unlocks, heroisms, and fireballs. Haste is also good. It's like a break-even room that you can't go wrong on, and some people go into other rooms depending on what their guild has decided. But those are the ones I definitely recommend. Luck, unlock, fireball, heroism, and haste. Everything else I never go in, so Buy up to the weapon so you can get the extra points, so you can get these shiny gems. Or these shiny gems. The shiny keys. Saying all the wrong words today. Use the weapon so you can get the shiny keys. Buy up to the weapon so you can get the shiny keys. Get into a better guild so you can get the shiny keys. But yeah, your scout is supposed to like go onto Terran's World and plug in everything, tell you what the like. It's probably just your guild name is probably the password. Just go into your guild chat, say, hey, are we on Terran's World? And what do I type in? They'll tell you. Just type in mana bombers or whatever, and it'll bring up a nice chart for you to look at for which rooms to go into, and the scouts will fill out the chart for you on Terran's World. Or whatever, your guild chat, maybe they post it there, or some outside chat, whatever you guys do. But we do Terran's World now, and it's really nice. It's just a like drop-down menu, and everybody can go look at it. Alright, Glory Shop. Get your Spoils of War every single week. It's worth it every single week. We have Eye Stalker as our Glory Shop troop this week. 12 green, red, Mist of Scales, Elemental Monster. Steal 6 mana from an enemy. There is a 5% chance to devour them for each point of mana drained. This is also our shiny troop, by the way, and it's pretty terrible. So, yeah, I would not be opening shiny keys this week, just by the way. Save them for the next journey event or something, or until there are legendaries and mythics in the drop table. I have a shiny key video telling you when to open them and how to get them and what shiny dust does and everything. Go check it out on my channel. Shiny, Ultimate Shiny Guide. But yeah, this guy, not that great. 30% devour chance. If you shiny him up to shiny 2, I think he gets like a 35% chance. But he has to steal mana to have the chance. So there's multiple ways that enemies could get around that. Arcane Beast Trait Stones. He gets 2 per. So every time you get 1 Eye Stalker, you get 2 Arcane Beast Trait Stones, which is green and red. So let's go check that out. What troops can you fully trait with the green and the red Trait Stones? Alright, what do we got here? Lord of Slaughter's Savage Strike. Tina 9000 has a few good traits if you don't have it fully traded. Scourge of Honor with the Rat Swarm. Curse and Disease, a random enemy, matching 4 or more gems. Tourmaline has Hellcrag Guards. Not great, but it is something. Undyne, Tidal King. It's something. King Aberon. Remember, he is a 50% start for Rowan whenever you can't use the Mirage Queen. Sometimes you'll be able to use green like this week, and you can use him instead of the Mirage Queen. Remember that. You know, we just looked at Krug the Dread, who has that 5% chance to devour on skull damage, which is kind of funny sometimes. You know. Stone isn't the greatest so far. I don't really see much that is getting me excited to fully trade it. The Spider Throne is an empowered converter that a lot of people use on defense in Guild Wars. Brown gems to web gems, which is brown to purple. Egg Thief, stealthy and agile, not terrible. And Egg Thief is a good one. Ocular and Leech has a 50% start. I think Plague Rat, no, never mind. Anyway. Yeah, this stone isn't the greatest, but make sure you have everything that I just said fully traded. Alright, event key drop table is Mist of Scales. So you can only get Mist of Scales troops if you're using your event keys this week. Let's go see what you could get. It's different every week. You're supposed to wait for certain kingdoms and save up your event keys. And this week it's Mist of Scales. You can only get Mist of Scales troops with your event keys. Go base rarity. Alright, we got Urali, Mabasira, and Medusa as our mythics. I would say the Scorpius Urali team is what would jump out to me because of that. If you already have Scorpius, you already have the Bane of Mercy, and you're just looking for Urali, it would be okay to throw some event keys. It's not the best ever, and there's definitely better kingdoms to wait for. But that is a solid team that's useful almost everywhere. It's not the best in any one spot, but it's good everywhere. So it's like an all-around good team. So if you already have it all the way built and all you're looking for is your rally, then you're that person right now that might throw some event keys to try to get your rally. I wouldn't go crazy throwing thousands, but maybe 1,000 just to see. Venoxia is good, is a maybe top 10 legendary. I need to do a top 20 legendary video, or top 10. Remember, my ideas are terrible. Don't steal my ideas, please. I need to do one of those because it's been a while, and I keep mentioning my top 20 Mythic video, but I don't think I did a top 20 or top 10 legendary video in a while. And Venoxia is a really good legendary, and one you kind of would definitely be in the conversation for top 20 legendaries. So, yeah, I mean, if you're going for your rally already and you happen to get Venoxia, that would be pretty good. A pretty good consolation prize. Potential top 20 legendary. Maybe even top 10. I'm just being conservative, saying it's potentially a top 20. It's a good, like, create 9 green and 9 blue, then deal true damage to all enemies. Poison a random enemy in 4 or 5 gym matches. It's good. It can loop back into itself and everything. It's like similar to King Gothruffle, Queen Beatrix, just not as good. It's right there. It's so close to being as good. Merilith is really good. So that's pretty much what you would be looking for. I think those 3. We got Taipan, but Taipan is hugely overshadowed by the Child of Summer these days. But yeah, you would throw keys looking for your rally. If you missed, you might get Venoxia and Merilith and be kind of happy. Alright, what else is going on this week? Alright, so today you're going to be doing your campaign, maybe you're going to be doing your XP booster task, your adventure board, your dungeon, getting started on your epic trial and underspire, which, by the way, I'll have separate videos for the epic trials and the underspire. We're still working, we're seeing if it works still. Like, I'm not going to just do 1 week and then throw it away. I think overall we got more views, and overall it might have been better for everybody to be able to just go to the Epic Trial video or the Underspire video if that's what you're looking for, and come to this one if you're looking for the Soulforge, the event key drop table, the trait stone, and everything else going on. But I think that was more views overall, if you add them all up, than me just putting out the weekly preview. But it's not like they did amazing or anything, so it's still on the fence. I'm still on the fence about it, but we're going to try it for a few weeks and see what happens. We got to let people realize that that's what I'm doing. But Underspire and Epic Trials will be on separate videos, and then you know that I do the last battle of Epic Trials on the live stream on Wednesday at noon, EST. But yeah, so today you're doing all that. Tuesday we got Dark Pits. I'll have a video for that at Reset, most likely. Wednesday is the little swampy pet from Mist of Scales. I think it's the Mist of Scales bonus pet. Thursday we have Assassin, which is decent. I like Assassin. Has an instant kill and everything on it. You know, it's alright. It's like an above average class. It's not bad. I use it sometimes. I'm leveling it right now, just because it's one that I need to level that's left. And then this weekend, what do we have this weekend? A faction event. It's for Wild Court. Wild Court. We're getting a new troop for Wild Court, which I think is an interesting troop. It's probably not going to change the way we do Pure Faction or anything, but I like that it has some traits to do some skull damage, and then it summons itself back into first slot. So you can start it outside of first slot, summon it in, and then use those traits if you need them. It's like a if you need it type of thing. It's not great or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's not terrible. It's okay. It might be interesting to try to use it. A little bit better than the Glory Shop troop, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what's going on this week. Let's go look at the campaign. What's the adventure board? Yep, gems and gems. Let's go. The Blood Elves of Galvania knew about midnight. It was a city lost in time. Apparently, it would disappear for hundreds of years at a time, and when it would reappear, it was a new location. It was in a new location. They pointed us towards where it last appeared in the Mist of Scales. So we're getting midnight, a new kingdom, in like December, so they're counting down to it. And, you know, the Halloween event's probably coming soon, by the way. Brawler, win any battle. Fire Crystals, match red gems in any battle. And Red Slayer. So all those are pretty easy. Red Slayer, you could do Vault Keys, because there's 3 red gnomes in every single Vault Key. Or you could do Pride Lance or something like that. Getting some pets. And some armor. So Rowan, Tower of Doom, Rowan team, you know, get your armor and it'll hit a little harder. Use your guard medals. But yeah, I think that is it for today. Underspire and Epic Trials will be in a different video, so remember to like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. Right here in the bottom left-hand corner, unless you're watching on your phone, should be the Tower of Doom video, and you can click on that and watch that next. And look out for those Epic Trial and Underspire videos coming later today. If I have my way, this will post around 2. The Epic Trials will probably post around 4, and then the Underspire will post around 6 EST. Peace.